Good morning, everyone. Welcome back on Daily Crypto Plan. Well, FOMC yesterday, we had some movement, some ugly movements actually. Some people managed to make some money, but I hope you saw the dark mole. Well, first, let's start with Bitcoin on a daily chart, CME. I think that's the best one. That's something we want to see first. And, well, where are the gaps? Well, you can see the tail to the downside closed this gap. The wick to the upside closed this gap. So, no more gaps. Technically, we want a candle body close in that level, but we pushed market exactly in the level, so we don't have any more gaps. Hey Bob, hey Bukur, hey Vance, hey Shogun, hey everyone. People, if you want to help us a little bit, you can look in the chat. You have the tweet. I posted the live stream. You can repost that one. So, we close the gaps. What will happen next? We have a daily W here, if you can call it W. Well, technically it is a W. Practically, I don't think so. And if you look at the chart here, you remember that this was a strong support. Now it's a resistance. So thinking long into resistance, I don't think is the best solution for us. I still think we can aim out, we can put a 3-bar fractal into resistance here and then break down. I still think it's possible, if not probable, to do the Wyckoff check and maybe even touch 61.8 long reload zone. The levels are still here and we are still close to the levels. I don't see a strong reversal here. Well, look at the market, how strong it is. No. If I look on the other chart on Bitcoin, you'll see something nice. Similar levels here. No W the other side of the trend line. And even if you want to do something nice, you can find a triangle where we can find a triangle. This one. I'm not hunting for a triangle, people. I want to show you something. This is not the best bullish pattern here. You can see it? We can make it bigger. This is even better. You can see the lines. This is a bullish pattern. We want to hunt long ideas here. Just my 2 cents. So don't think breakout here. Think fake out. We can push higher, but it's not a good area to hunt long ideas. Now, that's daily. You can see RSI is fighting the 50 level here. OBV is just following the price action. Nothing special on that. We just closed the gaps here. We had the gap, we close it. We have a gap below, we close it. Now we should wait for more consolidation. I'm not bearish, people, don't think. I think going sideways, and I think it's possible with some, some bad news to push 74. But overall, I'm more bullish than Moon Boys. Yeah? So that's my thinking on daily. Overall here, looking from the top, from 110, you have lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. If the market wants to change that, well, we need to consolidate and start doing something. Well, it's a sign here that is not as weak as everyone was expecting, but we are still in that environment, still in that downtrend channel, nothing special. Yeah? And usually the pumps from the FOMC, come on, you know that. Usually the pumps from FOMC get fully retested. Now, that's Bitcoin. We can take a look at Ethereum to see what we have. And on Ethereum, if I take this one, I could consider this one a swing high and this a swing low. No, the last strong bounce. And if I do that, well, look where we stopped. 38.2. Look left, some resistance here. So market is rejecting. $2,000, big fat round number. What I should assume when I see the market accepting above $2,000 after ranging below. So this, we can call this a range from now on. I should assume breakout, or I should assume fake out. If I'll take a W, if I'll take a fib from this high to this low, and I'll put a long reload zone. There you go. Okay. That doesn't mean we cannot push higher. We can push in 2,100. We discussed that. But look at the clear rejection from 38.2. And look where we have support. I'm not saying to short people, but if the market will dip, you know where to wait for a long. So that's my thinking here. Don't get overly bullish. I see a lot of people after the FOMC will go to the moon. Well, okay. Let's wait for the full retrace. Now, that's Ethereum, that's Bitcoin. We can take a look at Bitcoin dominance first. Still in the range. We had a nice movement on 4-hour chart yesterday. You can see YAM breaking down, retest, breaking down, rejection, back at the neckline, and finally we accepted, but overall it's still a range. You can see now the market is pushing back up at the neckline. So overall it's a ugly range here. Let's let it play. Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Well, people, I will put daily chart here. We have a W and a breakout from the W. If we'll hold, then we have a chance. We are still in that environment, lower highs and lower lows, so still a downtrend, but at least we have a W. Okay? We have a W here, breakout, clear breakout, stopped at the resistance here, textbook, and now we are retesting. If we'll hold these levels here, 0.023, 2.5, then we can think, well, maybe Ethereum is not as weak as everyone is thinking. Maybe. But if we zoom out, still in the downtrend. So it's just a sign that maybe we have something. We don't have a reversal. We cannot call it a reversal yet. So that's my thinking there. We talked about Bitcoin, Ethereum versus Bitcoin, Bitcoin dominance. Well, what is left is total and total 3. Similar. Still a downtrend channel. Yeah, we are still fighting 3 trillion in 1 sense, and we still have a downtrend. So nothing special here. I can call this a W. But I could call it a reversal. Nah, not yet. Total 3 similar. Yeah, still downtrend channel. Nothing special. Nothing changed. Morning, Stefan. So that's my overview here. Don't get too excited. No? Don't get too excited. I'll put 4-hour chart on Ethereum here. Okay? If we accept below 2000, we'll go back down here. Yeah? We should assume this is a fake out about $2,000. But if the market will come back down here, I think it's a buying opportunity. We can hunt some long ideas. I should short here? Well, I don't know. I don't think so. I will not short. I prefer to buy the dip. I prefer to long the dip. I prefer to play the long side. Not to short. But you get the idea. Don't chase the market here. It's all I'm saying. Yeah. Looking at the altcoins on daily chart. Some altcoins. Some of them they are trying to make some daily W's. You can look here. No W. Here you have a attempt of a W. You can call it a W, but it's not the best one. Similar here. Yeah? For example, this is a W. That doesn't mean I should chase here. I should draw the fib from the low to the high and wait for another W, for a retest of the W. This is an attempt of a W. Look at it. It's trying. It's really trying to form a bottom there. Will succeed? Well, prove me that you are strong. Do a clear breakout and I'll play the retest. Similar on GMT, similar on multiple altcoins. Yeah? They are trying, but they tried multiple times. They tried here, they tried here, they tried here, they tried here, and they are trying again. So, wait for a clear breakout and a retest if you want to play it. Or play, set up some 4-hour chart. On 4-hour chart, there are some good levels. Yeah? This has a W. Clear breakout, if we'll retest, I could go on this one. On 4-hour chart and play some levels. But keep in mind, don't risk too much because we are still in a clear downtrend here. And I could go on all the altcoins here. They are looking similar, people. Nothing special on them. Okay? Most of them, they are looking similar. Really good levels to dollar cost average. Really good levels for a little old lady. Yeah? For an investor in general. Buy low, buy when it's blood on the streets. Well, as an investor, you can see everything it's a discount, deep discount. So if you don't have your bags full of altcoins, well, I think it's time to start. If you have your bags full, well, put your hands under your ass and just wait. Huh? Now it's time to prove that you are patient. Yeah, and you really want to respect your plan. As a trader, swing trader, well, some of them they are trying, some of them. SSV, we had SSV here somewhere. Let's look at TIA. I can say TIA it's stronger than the rest, but it's still ranging here. We had this one. I took the trade on 4-hour chart, not on daily, but you can see the idea. Well, it's trying. You can call that a W on daily, but the trade was on 4-hour chart. Why I took the trade on 4-hour chart? Yeah. Look at it. Nice W's here. Will succeed? I don't know. When I'll reach 1-to-1, I'll be damn sure to make it risk-free. And I don't care anymore. But you get the idea. 4-hour chart, some altcoins have W's and you can play the retest. On daily chart, not the moment yet. We should still be patient and wait. Now, let's go on lower time frame. But first, calendar. Today we have existing home sales in the New York session. So pay attention. I'm not saying, well, don't trade in the New York session. No, just stay out in the event. We don't know what will happen. It's better for a scalper, day trader to stay out in the events and trade after that. So we still have a important news here. Let's go on lower time frame. By the way, people, if you want to help us out, hit the like button, but the best is just repost this one. Come on, we have 40 people here and only 10 reposts. Come on, can do better if you want. There you go, I posted the link. You don't have to comment, you don't have to do anything, just repost this post. That's how people could see our live stream and they could join us. And extra careful, only consistent people will stay here. Now, let's see what we have. I have Ethereum here. Now you can see, if I take this one, we are in the short reload zone. No clear EM. We are breaking down. We are trying to accept back below $2,000, which is not the best thing to do. But in the same time, we have support in the pump chaser zone. We have support in the long reload zone. We should think pump chaser zone here on lower time frame, 1 hour. Pump chaser zone, look at. If you look left, strong support here. So first level to watch will be here. W in this area could produce a long setup. Okay? So that's my thinking on Ethereum. Don't chase it here. Wait here. If you don't see a W in the pump chaser zone, you don't see a clear setup, wait for the long reload zone. Simple as that. Bitcoin. Well, you can see on lower time frame, on 1 hour, you can see pump, back, retesting the long reload zone. Pump, back, retesting the long reload zone. On 1 hour here, we had a W. But because I didn't have a 2-1 until the short reload zone from this high, I didn't took the trade. Some of you, I know you took the trade and you made nice money. I took a trade on Ethereum instead and I still made nice money. I cannot complain. But you can see, classic. W on 1 hour in the long reload zone here and produced a nice result. Someone asked when the market was here for a 5-minute W and we had a lower low. This is a classic W, people. You need low, neckline, and a higher low here. If this low is lower, that's not a W. But this one on 1 hour, it is a W. This is the neckline. You had a breakout and retest. That was a classic setup. Yeah? And the result was really nice. Now, I should chase here? Nah. I don't think it's the best idea possible to chase here. We front run 61.8. Maybe we can push a bit higher again, 89, maybe. Because we front run 61.8. But at the same time, we can go back down and then to push higher. So I don't see why I should trade here. I just don't see it. If the market will come back down here, well, yes, then we can talk about it. No? So if we'll get back, if you look on the price action, you can see this is the area. In the long reload zone, look left. In this area, you have a lot of levels. You can zoom out, you can zoom in. Yeah, man, so you have 82,500, it's a good level. If we'll reach that level. So if 82,500, it's actually the shark setup here. So you can put the limit order from now on and just wait. But you get the idea. Don't chase here. Even if you are thinking, well, you are thinking uptrend channel and you don't see that what I showed you in higher time frame. You see, well, it's an uptrend channel, higher highs and higher lows. Okay, you are at the top of the channel. You want to buy here or you want to wait for the bottom of the channel? Up to you. Rest of the altcoins, hype. Well, hype is behaving nicely. You can see low, high, higher, low, another W and pushing higher. AB equals CD. Don't chase here, but if you come back down here, you can go and play a setup. If you are playing a 1 hour chart, you can do something like this. Take this high, take this low, and play a long reload zone. There you go. If we'll come back at 14, 13.5, that's the area where you want to hunt a new W. It's trying to do something on 4 hour chart. You can see we have clear W, even a daily W. If I put the daily, you'll see We have a W in a nice location. So let's not ignore that. It's a bit stronger than the rest. Let's admit that and let's follow the price action. Well, Menace, it's hard for me to speak and look at the chart and look at the comments in real time and understand what you are saying. If you are trying to have a discussion with me with the chat, with market levels, it's a bit difficult. Yeah. But something is different on this one, on daily. Huh? Clear W here. On lower time frame, even some bullish divergence. You can see W's on MACD histogram, W's on RSI, W's on OBV, W on price action. Everything is saying something. Yeah. Well, AD, you want me to have an opinion about what Trump will say? Not even him, I don't think he knows what he wants to say today. I don't know. I'm not following the news. I'm following the charts, AD. Trump is not speaking usually for us. He's speaking for the public. Yeah. No, why? Trump is speaking every day, AD. If I stay after Trump, then I will not trade ever. I'll just stay on the sidelines. I'm not playing in the big news like yesterday in the FOMC because that's really important and could move the market. But rest of them, yeah, no. I have stop losses for that, AD. I have stop loss. If something will happen, will hit my stop loss, maybe a small slippage, so be it, next bus. At the end of the week, if I'm profitable, that's all that matters. So, hype is a bit different. Pay attention on it. Yeah, if you want to hunt long ideas, maybe it's better to hunt on hype. And like I said, 4-hour chart, don't chase here, wait in the long reload zone, even 1-hour chart. Yeah, if we'll come back down here and we'll put a W, okay. Or maybe find a different setup, an LJ or something else. But you get the idea. It's stronger than the rest. Let's go back on daily. This is not performing. And we had a inverse head and shoulder, but it's not performing. Jupiter, you can see. We have a W. Usually this one is lazy. But we have a daily W. You cannot say that this is not a W. Look at it. We just confirmed the W here. And it's a small W. For a position trader, that's gold. You can take this entry and you can put the stop loss here and just stay on the sidelines. Some W's in indicators. Some bullish divergence here and there, old, but they are there. We get the idea. So, a position trader, yes. For a swing trader, for our chart, nah. You are at the top of the range. Maybe you should wait for a retracement. Just my 2 cents. Tia, we talked about Tao. Man, he's trying to do a daily W. At least he's trying, people. If Bitcoin will behave and will not drop like a hammer and not retrace, it will not do a full retracement, we have a chance for these W's to hold and push higher. ES 500, well, daily you can see what I see here. Well, still a up only market. Nice retracement. People getting bearish after a retracement like this is stupid. Look at it. What happened every time? Huh? Retracement, pump. Retracement, pump. Retracement, pump. Retracement, Maybe another retracement, who knows, but usually follows a big pump. So getting bearish on ES here, including Bitcoin, is stupid on higher time frame. I'm keep trying to say that. Okay? 4-hour chart. We have a 4-hour W. What is this? It's a W. Not the best one. What is there? But if you ask Stefan, well, this market structure is really bullish. Ask Stefan, he'll tell you. So look at this one. We swept the lows, then made the new high, and then retested. That's looking nice. Just ask Stefan in VIP, or just ask Stefan, he'll tell you. That doesn't mean you should chase here. You should wait a retracement, a clear retracement. Stefan, please tell me, what do you see here on 4-hour chart on ES? Well, I think Stefan just said good morning and he left. Ripple. Well, no more bad news for Ripple, but you can see. Yeah, it's going sideways. It's consolidating. Everyone waited for to drop the charges. Well, they don't have any charges now. No? Show me what you got. I need to zoom out on daily to even say something. Well, people, if you believe that Ripple will do aggressive AB equals CD, well, you can attempt to enter in this area and put the stop loss here at 1.77 or something. Or play a different setup. I'll do it? No, because I have a lot of Ripple from the last cycle. And I don't want to sell it at this price. I want to sell it above $5. But, it's a range, it's consolidating. 4-hour chart. Similar. I don't like to chase. And you can see, we had the news and now we have an M. That's an M here. I don't like it. So I'll just leave it alone. Even the whole EMA, it's telling you what is here. It's a range because it's going sideways. Let's see another request. AVAX. Even on 1 hour here on Ripple, you have this ugly EM. So just leave it alone. Let's see AVAX. AVAX. There you go. But I'll start with daily. Well, what you have on AVAX could be a power of 3 if will happen, but for the moment you lost the lows here. You are in a clear downtrend and you don't have a clear W. So maybe we need to go sideways for a bit. Just maybe. Okay? So maybe we just need to go sideways, something like this. I don't know how much time. Consolidate the range and put a clear W, and maybe after that we can play a clear setup. Okay? AD, if you say Farcoin once more, I'll kick you out from the chat. Sorry. XAU. Why you want me to look at XAU? You want me to say, Menace? That is making new highs? Let's take a look at XAU. But I'll change the template here. Wanda. I think this is the best. Come on. Look at it. What do you want to say? AB equals CD is pointing out to the highs. Yes, of course it does. Menace, look the last time when we did that. Huh? Look last time when he did that. I remember well, it's a recession. Look what happened after that. Again. Pump here, 2020. Consolidating. Pump here. It's the end of the move, Menace. on weekly chart. Could pump to 3,200, 3,600. Yeah, it can, but it's end of the move. You don't want to short because you don't have a reason to short. But it's too late to even think about gold. Yeah? Let's look at silver on weekly chart. Well, it's a bit different now. You can see here, GAN 50-50. GAN 50-50 on the dot. So, if you want to think something, maybe silver it's the way. Because usually what's happening, gold is first, silver is second, but silver is outperforming. You can, if you want to know what to do, just put the gold versus silver, or silver versus gold, and see how that chart is looking. And then you decide what you want to play. For gold, honestly, I think it's too late. For silver, I think it's okay to play silver. Yeah? You can play on higher time frame silver. When all the economies will recover, silver will pump. Silver is not only a precious metal, it's a metal in general, yeah? Working metal. They need silver to do products. So, on silver I could see something. But this is a weekly chart, people. I'm not talking about today or tomorrow. You get the idea. JJ, a little bit of patience, please. Actually, JJ, sorry. I don't accept something like this. So, bye-bye. That's not a normal behavior, people. Okay? Look at how many messages he sent with the same fucking message. Behave nicely. I'm not drinking my coffee here. I'm trying to explain something, so be patient. Sorry, I don't accept something like this. If I see anyone doing something like this, I'll kick you out. You cannot be a trader if you cannot wait fucking 5 minutes to explain something. You want now. Well, now I could drink a bit of coffee. So my thinking is here, look at, Menas, look at silver versus gold or gold versus silver on higher time frame. Maybe you can find an entry. If you want to play something, play silver. Gold, I think it's too late. Yeah, could pump a bit higher, but it's kind of over. I was day trading gold and silver in the past. I love to trade them, but I could tell you, if you want to play silver, well, get on the position trader phase. Don't try to day trade or to swing trade silver, because people in silver are ugly. Yeah, market makers in silver, they are ugly, ugly, ugly. They all stop you out. Doesn't matter if you're long or short. You can see it on the chart, even on higher time frame. They are not playing around. So, buy and hold. And try to sell the top if you want to do something. Now, let's get back on crypto. Well, let's see other requests. Well, I don't know if we'll... Anyway, Menace, 4,000 or 5,000 for gold until, I don't know, 5 years from now. Is still too high for us to even think long. Well, that's why. What question is that, Jade? I'm not upset, but if you see me buying altcoins at the bottom, you think I buy them because I'm I don't know, I don't think they'll pump? Of course I think they'll pump. Every time when altcoins are at the bottom and Bitcoin is at the top, we have the same question. Huh? Will ever pump? This time is different. Bitcoin only? You know the questions. Okay? The same questions every time. And every time, market is doing the same thing. Okay? So I'm not upset, Jade. Yeah? I'm feel tired also. Everyone here, almost everyone here has altcoins bags, and they feel the same, Jade. The difference will be when some people will give up and some people will not give up. Some people will make money and some people will sell the bottom in a loss. That's the only difference. Well, don't hope, just hold on, respect your plan. And when you bought them, you said that you will sell in a loss? No. So what? You need the money now? Well, that's not good investment. If you put the money you need to pay the bills next month. But if you did it right and you put the money you can afford to lose or you don't need for the next year, you're okay. Because if you are looking on 5-minute chart on an investment from an investment perspective, you are doing it wrong. An investor should watch once a week. Well, let's see how my portfolio it is. If you are looking at your portfolio every day 10 times, that will increase your emotion side and that will make you to give up or to feel anxious. You know the idea. So please don't do it. You said that you'll buy now and you'll sell when the market will double, triple, 10x or so on. Everyone is feeling tired, but I told you my perspective. 0 or hero. That's respecting the plan. The rest is up to the market. Okay, anything else beside that dot. Well, let's look at dot now. Now we can look at dot. Crypto, Binance. Well, dot has a good location for an investor, you can see. The bottom could stay here for long. Yes, you can. Months, even months, could stay at $4, $3. Yes. Will recover? I think so. For from $4 to or $5, let's call it 5. From $5 to 10, it's possible to get a $10 here, to get in a risk-free position. I think it's possible. It's even probable. I could see a big range here. Let's do a range. Let's just put a range here. Well, let's assume this is the real high and the rest is a fake out, something like this. Okay, let's zoom out. You get the idea. You are buying the bottom. You can invest a small amount of money in dot here, hoping for a double to get in a risk-free position, and then you don't care. Well, I have free coins for life. I think you can. It's doable. It's even, if you trust that dot will do something, was quite of hype last cycle, so I think the community is still active. They still have fans, so why not? Daily chart, no W on daily. You can see this is a V bottom here, no W, which is, someone said that 3.5 $3.6 as well. Enough down, push back up. We swept this week low, which is not bad. Now you should wait for a W if you want to trade. For our chart, I don't think is the case. No, nothing special here. So go back on daily, in my perspective, and wait for a W. And a clear W. W breakout and retest. The ugly part about dot, well, look last time. Never give us a clear setup here. Look at how ugly it is. So maybe decide on an investment part how much you want to invest in dot and do a dollar cost averaging kind of separate plan only for dot, because you can see you don't get clear W's. Yeah. Well, JJ, next time behave nicely if you want to join here. I don't know if I'll unlock you or not. Please don't do it again, okay? Don't do it again. Griffin, well, Griffin has a nice nice level on lower time frame or even a daily chart. You can see. Come on. Yeah. Wyckoff check. And he's trying to do a W. No W, no trade if you don't want to play around. But if you want to dollar cost average, it's okay. If you want to wait for a W, well, wait for a W and a breakout and retest. We had a W, had a breakout, we had a retest that made new lows. I still think we can go sideways for a longer period of time with some bounces. If you buy 4.2, you can sell 8. I think 8.4, 8.5 is doable. Get in a risk-free Jade, and then you can you don't care anymore. But it's a good level to dollar cost average. People, when I say dollar cost average, I say investments, and I say a lot of patience. Yeah. Yeah, I could look. Let's be the last one. Nothing special here. V bottom kind of this is, I cannot consider this one a valid W, but you get the idea. It's in the resistance area. Wait for this pump to finish, and then you can wait in long reload zone on daily. Simple as that. If the pump is over here, okay, then you can see some confluences here. Don't chase here because it's not a good idea. Look left, a lot of resistance. So you have a big chance if you are chasing here to buy the top, and you don't know if this is the bottom. That's the problem, because if you buy in this area and the market will do something like this and will go here and will not put a W, will do just a dead cat bounce here in the fib just to respect the fib, to say hello to the fib, and then will do something like this, you are fucked. So don't chase here, wait here for a W. If the W will come, then you can you have a small window of risk where you can play. What that means that in this area you'll see a W, something like this, man. Okay? Breakout and retest, that's the pattern you want to see, and up again. Well, if you have a pattern, you have a W here, then you can frame a window of risk. So you can put a position. Well, I'll enter here, and I'll put my stop loss here. If the market will come back down here, invalidate this W, I'll get the fuck out and I'll wait for the next setup. If the market will push higher, then I'll make some money. So it's a totally different perspective when you are waiting here than to buy the top. Okay? Because buying and chasing in the resistance is never a good idea. Okay? So that's my 2 cents about this one. Overall, zooming out, I could see this entire thing arranged. So I'm okay in this area to look for W's. And if you buy $2, well, I think you can get $4 to sell half on a double. Or for a trade, for example. Well, people, that being said, we can make some money today if the market will behave nicely. Just don't chase the market. The big problem I have, the market was here before the FOMC, and we can get a full retrace. Usually we get a full retrace, motherfuckers. They are just playing with us. So don't chase market there. Wait for retracements and play some setups. Okay? That being said, let's call it a live stream. If you are a VIP member, see you in 2 minutes. If you are a premium member, see you in the New York session. If you are a general member, see you tomorrow with the same live stream. Bye bye.